Mr. Kenechukwu, can you briefly tell us about yourself and your journey into tech and agriculture?
Okay, so first of all, my name is Kenechukwu Ezondo. Um, I was born in a family of farmers, right? My mom is a big time farmer. My dad, a retired civil servant, and also a big time farmer right now. So right from childhood, it has been a thing. Uh, we go for farming, like whether it's for fun, for a living, for anything, like it's what we are born with.
Okay.
So my journey into tech began when I was in college. That's a College of Education in Subway. So in my year one, I actually got access to some informations, right, through a friend. He was in the final year economics. He introduced me into Python, Java, and all of that because I was doing some magic with my terminal. I didn't even know what I was doing back then, but so that was when the interest began. Do I have something about tech before? But it wasn't coding, it wasn't programming or anything. It just, wire electronics, just electronics, mostly I repair stuff and all of that. So year one, I kicked off, and here we are. It
Wow.
has been, well, I say 9 years of experience in
Yeah.
the tech world. Yeah, 9 years of experience. So, so as for Farmi AI, it was born out of
Okay,
an idea for a hackathon.
before we go into that,
All
I'll
right.
take step by step. You understand?
Uh,
Take-
okay.
Okay, Mr. Kenne, we understand that you are born into a family of farmers, right? And I guess
Yes.
that was where the inspiration came from gradually.
Yes.
Okay, if aside that, generally, do you understand me? Because a good number of people were born into family of farmers. It might not be actually, it might be a small scale or a large scale, but they
Yes.
still go
Yes.
ahead to do things in farming. Do you understand me? They found
Yes.
they found their career in different fields that are not even related. Do
Yes.
you understand? But let me throw you this
Yes.
question. What exactly inspired the idea behind Family AI?
Okay. So,
Or can I say,
uh,
tell us a bit of Family AI as like an introduction and tell us what inspired the idea.
okay. So, Farmi is a product for small scale and medium scale farmers, though we tend to grow in the future to large scales and corporations, people who are selling or producing food in a big time way. So, now Farmi AI tends to solve the economic problems that farmers are facing. You know, small scale farmers are, let's say, they lack information that will help them to get what they need. You understand? Information to make a lot of money, information to um grow a plentiful yield and all of that. But then they are the people who power the food supply in most countries. Here in Nigeria, 70% of the food we consume are by farmers, right? So, but and if you notice, most farmers, in short, I would say 80% of farmers are very poor. 80% of them are very poor. They are the ones who feed us, but yet they are the ones who make the least money. You understand? So what Farm AI is trying to solve here is this: find a way to connect these people to the right market, give them the right audience they need, and then help them solve the issues that they are facing in their various farmlands without spending much money. You understand? Because most farmers will go, reasons why they in huge quantities because a pest is attacking their crop and all of that. And to mitigate that, they have to spend money on series of pesticides that are costly, you understand, or even do some farming. How do I put it? I'm looking for the right word here. Some farming practices that are very costly or seeking advice from people that will even charge them more heavily. You see, all this thing becomes a problem and they cannot afford it. So Farmi AI tends to, okay, look at these things and see a way to prevent it from happening before uh, before spending large amount of money on all these things. Understand? So we try to save farmers money and help them grow more and then connect them to the right audience. You understand? If there is, let's say, there is a sales signal in, let's say, Lagos or Edo State or Benin or anywhere, right? So Farmi AI gives them that signal to tells them, look at where these products, look at where your farm produces will sell very well, right? So it tells them the price. So this removes middlemen away because they complain about middlemen also, right? This removes the middlemen out of the picture and help them to secure the full financial opportunity and help them to set the actual price because middlemen come, they set the price, and the farmer have no choice but to buy to sell at what the middleman is buying due to they don't have access to the market. Right now, Farming AI is giving them access to the market. And then to the other question, what birthed the idea?
Yes.
So is it started as a hackathon. There was this hackathon that happened in Lagos. I didn't know what to do because actually back then I was about the money. You understand? I went for hackathons just to win money. You
You are
understand? I
about,
don't care about
you are about the dollar.
exactly. It was actually a $1,000 hackathon. You understand? So I didn't get to win. I had to just go to ChatGPT, ask it for ideas that I can use for hackathon. ChatGPT suggested so many ideas, but then the idea of farming struck to me because this is what I'm familiar to. This is what I was born into. This is something I have lived to experience. My dad, for example, he was once into fish, but I have seen the issues he faced, right? We have sometimes we plant something is not going to do well. Sometimes we even plant something and wait for rain. Let's say we experience rain, but rain is not going to fall anytime soon. But maybe let's say we saw rain fall this week, but then next month or next upper month, no rain. Now, farmers don't have these ideas. What if there is a technology that is going to pre-inform the farmers when to plant, what to plant, at what price to sell, economic policies that are going to affect their sales? You understand? So that is how the idea began coming up. But uh, for you to note, we didn't win the hackathon. So, but at the moment, I'm not bothered about the money anymore. I'm bothered about how I can help
Of the
farmers grow
problem.
better yield and sell crop. Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So let me throw you one question. But before I go into that question, let me put that this question I want to ask you so that I won't forget. So that I won't forget. But before I
All
go
right.
forward, in simple terms, what is Farmi AI and who is it built for? I don't know if you understand my question.
Oh,
It is in
yes.
simple
Yes.
terms, what is Farmi AI and who is it built for? Who are your targets?
Okay. So Farming AI is a tool that helps farmers to optimize their decision making and give them access to the market, right? And the people it is built for are small scaled and medium scale farmers who have access to mobile smartphones, right? Mobile devices with internet connections, Android or iPhone, and it is global, right? So it's not limited to any country due to the fact that we have access to informations of different agricultural practices all over the world. So that's my audience.
Okay. So in essence, from what you just said now, Farming AI is built for low scale farmers. right? And which is
Low scale and medium scale.
low scale and medium scale. So what it means
Yeah.
is also is a tool for decision making for farmers, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes. Yes, you're right.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. All right. But what major problems in agriculture? Major. Just capture that word major. What major problem in agriculture does Farmi AI help solve today?
Okay. Um, I'll list them, right? So I'll start with the most pressing issue, market, the market, access to market. Farmers don't have access to market. Middlemen have access to market. Farming AI is trying to bring the market closer to the farmers, right? Giving them the power to decide on price and sales, right? Then um, access to weather information. You know, most farmers depend on previous decisions they made in the past. Let's say they saw that the rainfall in the rain fell in so and so season, right? Maybe starting of February to ending of April, right? There was humongous rain, so they can plant at that time. But then, as you can see, the weather changes at all time. I don't think we can be expecting rain anytime soon, right? But then Farm AI gives farmers this information and let them know what other method that they can use to get to irrigate their plants and all of that, their crops. Then access to the other one is access to giving them um, troubleshooting their crop issues. They take a picture of their plant, right? Maybe a sick plant, it tells them in details what this plant is suffering from, how to treat it, when to treat it, and how long it will take for it to get cured and all of that. So on a normal, farmers don't have access to this information, right? They tend to solicit for external advice, but then it's expensive, right? And then most times what they apply won't work. They complain that things are not working out for them as they expected. Maybe sometimes they use the previous knowledge that they have and it still doesn't work out. Then the other one is access to uh, what's it called? Okay, I think I've mentioned it, which is the marketplace. Then yield prediction. This is the most important one out of everything I've mentioned. This is the, well, I say, is not pressing, but is very important. The reason why I say it's important is because now this problem is about giving farmers early informations. If there is any economic policy or any bill that is being passed by the lawmakers, right, that is going to affect the farmer sales, it lets the farmer know on time what this bill is, how they are going to navigate this bill, right, and how they are going to, maximize on this information and make a better sales. You understand? Then it tells them, it also helps them to predict, let's say they plant an hectare of land with corn or yam and all of that. It tells them this is how much yield you're going to get in the nearest future, right? How long it will take. So prepare for pests at this season, prepare for rain at this season, prepare for, major diseases. So it tells you on time. So these are pre-information that the farmers get, out of the box. So to make them, this is all about making them prepare for sales. You understand? So that they can maximize. The main focus of Farming AI is to help them maximize profit in every way.
I think it's actually very clear. The last point you just dropped now, which says there is a tool to help them maximize profit, right? So what it means is one of the major problems is solving. And I remember White outlining this. One of the major key points you dropped was is a bridge. Do you understand me? You made mention that the farmers don't have access to the market. It's the middleman that do. So farming
Yes.
AI is solving that problem, helping the farmers to have access to the what? to the market, and also have
Yes.
access or have any information concerning policies, right, that affect farmers. Are you getting maybe from
Yes.
policies from the lawmakers? Are you getting me? But let me throw a question
Yes.
at you.
Yes.
Let me throw a question at you. Now, this getting informed on time about the policies affecting farmers. Are you getting me? Are you trying to make me understand, or how do you intend? How do Farm AI come into that? Because the little I know, or what I've known so far about AI, is about prompting. Do you understand me? It's about prompting. Now, Farm AI,
Yes.
I don't know if it's working a different dimension or a different mechanism. Do you understand me? How will it now prompt these farmers or let them or update these farmers? Okay, look at there's a new policy, or look at this. Look at there's a shift in climate in the climate. Do you understand? So just give us some enlightenment. Let's gather that, sir.
Okay. Okay, so in AI, I'll have to go a bit technical here so that you understand.
Right.
So in AI, there's what we call RAG system, right? Retrieval augmentation. In AI, there's what we call RAG.
Okay, right.
RAG, yes. Retrieval augmentation generation. You understand? So it's a process whereby AI has, like AI models has been trained with an information. So they don't have knowledge outside of what they are trained with, right? For
Yes.
them to have access to external knowledge, you have to introduce what we call a RAG system. Now, the RAG system helps them connect to the internet or connect to a data source. You
Okay.
understand?
That's
So
data source.
the farmer doesn't need to prompt, right? There are mechanism we do in the backend system that kind of like helps this AI run through this rack system to know what is happening, right? And if there is any important update that is specific to a certain farmer, the rack system, the AI gets that information from that rack system, and with its own knowledge, generates something useful that the farmer will need, and then send it as a notification to the farmer, or it creates a dashboard on the application and shows the farmer this and this is what you need to know without the farmer prompting anything. Yes.
It's just going to it will be like a notification blinking somewhere on
Yes.
the dashboard, right?
Yeah, not just on because this is a mobile first platform, so they receive it as a notification on their phone, just like the way you receive WhatsApp notifications and all of that, that you have a new message.
I think I get that. So what it means as a farmer using a farming AI, whenever you get this
Yes.
notification, you just go and check what is the message about, what information is it,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, I think I'm getting that now.
It kind of like becomes their go-to news article because we want to make information as simple as possible. There are so many data out there, but then it's not properly organized to create an insight that this farmer will use. So what Farmi AI is doing is to get the insight. Farmers don't need all the raw data; they need the insights. That's what we're doing for them. Yeah,
For the decision making.
exactly.
I think it's very clear. It's making more sense to me now. Okay, sir, going further, can you give a practical example of how a practical example of how a farmer will use farm AI? Practical example.
Okay. So a simple practical example is, let me say the one that is most interesting to farmers because I talk to a lot of farmers, right? I visited a lot of farmers and they mention one thing, um, sales. They want to be able to sell their crop by themselves, right? At a certain rate that is good for both them and their customers. You understand? So, after planting, they want a channel that takes them from planting to sales, right? So, if they have issues, the Farmi AI app is able to tell them what issues, help them resolve the issues, and help them go to market instantly. You understand? From planting to sales. Yes.
Nothing to sales. Okay, there was a question I left pending. I thought I was going to come back to. I thought I was going to write it,
Yes.
in order not to forget. And the question is this: Now, from what you have just said, of some things I've picked from what you said so far, you made me understand that Farmi AI also help bridge gap between the farmers and the market, right? Whereby eliminating
Yes,
the middleman. Right?
yes,
So it helps
yes,
the farmer have direct access to the market. Now,
yes,
the question is this. We have the likes of LinkedIn. Do you understand me? Which is for the corporate
yes,
session and a whole lot of that. We have some other media like that. Now, does
yes.
that mean that Farming AI is also working or serving as a social media or a media or communication link between the farmer and the market, whereby they come to communicate, chat, or whatever? Let me understand.
Okay.
You understand my question?
So yes, I do understand your question. I would put it more like an e-commerce platform where farmers are able to post. Yes, that is kind of like Family is not all about e-commerce, right? But we have a marketplace within the app where you post what you're selling, and then people who are interested in what you're selling comes
And place
to buy. People exactly, and these are fresh food from the soil. Cities like Lagos, Kaduna, just like all these big cities, Port Harcourt, that don't always have access to fresh food.
okay.
This is what they are craving for. You understand? So out of research and because I've done many research on this, people in the cities kind of like eat less of fresh food. Most food they eat are already preserved for a very long time or have some chemicals and all of that. They need fresh food. So this gives them access to fresh food. Yeah.
Okay, there's another question in line with this. Because the middleman has also the problem they are solving too. And one of the problems they are also solving is logistics. Do you understand me?
Yes, yes,
One that makes
yes.
arrangements for logistics to convert the farm products, let's say from the location of Benue State to Lagos,
Mm,
while the farmer just sell to them, go back to his or her farm and continue the cultivation, right? Now,
yes, yes.
the question now is, can the farmer be doing the farming work, attending to people on the commerce? Let me call it
Yes, yes.
commerce on the platform of Farming AI,
Yeah.
and also carry out the logistics. Now, the question is, do Farming AI solve that problem of logistics too? Let's get that.
Yeah, so I clearly understand your question. So farmers are not the one handling the logistics. This now becomes a problem for Farmi AI, is what we ourselves are solving. So what farmers do is they focus on their planting, right? They focus on growing. Then when it comes to sales, when someone places an order, we let them know that someone placed an order, right? So we give them an address of where they are going to take their farm produce to, right? To the nearest park in their city, in their vicinity, the park or the logistics that we are partnering with, right? So they take it there. The logistics is now meant for us to now, we are now the one to communicate with the people, the logistics partner, be it GIG, be it Pismas, or be any GIG logistic company that we are partnering with. So they are now responsible to take it. So our responsibility is to now monitor the delivery process from the point of where the farmer drops off the item to where the customer is going to pick it up. So we are in the middle to solve that problem for the farmers.
Oh, okay. I think I get that now. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Then, going further, how exactly does AI in question now is Farming AI, together, AI improve
Mm.
farming decisions compared to traditional methods? Together.
Okay, AI is not here to, yeah, AI is not here to replace traditional methods, actually. So let me put it this way.
The one
The AI model.
you improve.
No, yeah, yeah, I get it. You understand? It's okay. Okay, let me answer it in that perspective. But let me explain something technical, just a little bit, so that you get the picture of what I'm saying. So um we have an AI model that is already trained, but then we fine-tuned it with data. You understand? We can't just say that the traditional method is no longer good for farmers and all of that. There are so many good ways, right? In short, traditional methods still account for 70% of the way farmers plant their crops, and it still works. You understand? So we use that information we gathered and use it to fine-tune Farmi AI. So when Farmi AI is kind of like helping you solve an issue in your farm or make a decision, it knows what our forefathers have been planting, right? It knows how our forefathers has been thinking. And then it looks at the future, right? What is in the present, right? What technologies are available, cheap, very cheap and effective technologies that these farmers can get their hands on, and merge it with the idea and informations and the traditional way our forefathers used to plant. These two ideas merged together helps the farmer to make a better decision, like based on the past, based on the present technology, and based on the future decisions that scientists are still working on. So all these information combined together is what is the main power of Farmi AI, helping it to help farmer make a more tangible decision.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Okay, do you think AI tools like Farmi AI are realistic for small scale farmers in Africa?
Okay, so realistically, right? Realistically, judging by the numbers of people using mobile devices, I would say not yet, not yet. But then I will not just base it on realistic. There's something that I've noticed through research. Um, when technology start taking over some sectors, people are forced to go and get access to that technology. Take, for example, the POS market. Nobody know that POS market will ever take over small shops. People who don't
Exactly.
even have a serious experience of technology at all, they have access to POS and they are making it, transactions, interstate transaction, some even international transaction. How possible? Village market women. What do they know about technology? But they are pressing POS and making money and making sending money and there, here and there and all of that. So the same thing happens to Farmi AI, because there is no way this technology will exist and it is helping out a few farmers. It's even cheap. That is the main thing. The technology itself is cheap, but then what we are looking at is, making it in such a way that it's easier for farmers to get their hands on. Right now, it's only about 40% of farmers that have access to mobile or smartphone in Nigeria. Globally, is around 60 or 70% when you compare it to when I mean, I'm talking about poor farmers, you understand? So that's it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. All right, let me throw this question. I think this question might be personal to you now. What challenges have you faced in introducing tech solutions to the agricultural sector?
Okay.
building family AI is not just about building and relaxing. It's also about bringing it to them there. Do you understand me?
Exactly.
What challenges have you faced introducing tech solutions to the agricultural sector?
So the first challenge is that the people I'm building this for are not on the internet.
Hmm.
It's not people like it's not something I can do an advert and then they will get it. I have to visit villages. During this last week, I know how many villages I visited in Enugu State. So I'm still planning on visiting more, villages. So getting to know them, I'm a total stranger and they're also a total stranger. I could get harmed, right? I could get kidnapped. Anything can happen to me and all of that. So that's a problem. You understand? The other challenge that we face is when it comes to financing it, you understand? So the finance part is a very serious challenge because it's not just building, right? It's about how do you maintain what you have built? How do you keep your customers happy, right? Right? How do you fix issues that arises? All these things revolve around how much do I have in my pocket and how much can I use to sustain myself, the people I work with, and then how much do I have to sustain the technology itself? How much do I have to pour? What if it turns off? It turns off tomorrow. What do I do? Right? Like there's no money to continue to make my customers happy and all of that. I will lose customers and all of that. But then these two things, people that I'm targeting are in the village, and then people, there's no finance to, we're trying our best. That's just it. We're trying our best. But then one opportunity that we tend to have, one leverage that we tend to have over these things is that, we have access to a global market, and 70% of our users are not from Nigeria. And
Oh,
then 90%, yeah, 90% of our paying customers are not from Nigeria. So 10% of our customers are from Nigeria. The rest are from international audience. So that's a leverage, you understand, because they have access to technologies and all of that. It's easier for us to get to them, but here in Nigeria, it's a problem. So I don't want to leave out my country because they are not giving me money or all of that. I need to help them. They are the main reason why I built this, right? So I have to find a way to get access to local market.
interesting. Interesting. I'm very happy to see that you're making progress so far. Are you getting me? Especially having the international market, getting to use Farmi AI, getting to know about Farmi AI. It's actually impressive. It's actually impressive. Another question for you:
Thank you.
what has been the biggest lesson from building Farmi AI so far?
Hmm. That question is going to be a bit hard. Okay. The biggest lesson I have learned is that um, don't build without knowing your market, right? That doesn't mean you should, spend most of your time knowing your market. I'm a software engineer and I am also the founder, the sole founder of it. And then I'm the guy doing the business deals and all of that, right? So uh most people who are in my shoes that are software engineers, they will focus on the building part, right? Building a product without knowing what their customer looks like. You understand? Without having a enough information of their customer. So once you finish building, you put it out there and waiting for your customers to download. No, nobody would download. See, nobody likes Farmi AI. Like normal people like you and I will not download. Just it's a possible truth because if you download it, there's nothing it will do for you because number one, you're not a farmer. But then on the other part, whereby we make sales, right? And maybe people will download that part so that they will buy fresh farm produce. But Farmi AI on its own as an app to help farmers is for local farmers, right? So I spend time understanding my customer. I spend time researching deep. Without that research, I wouldn't understand what I'm doing. It would just be a waste of money and a waste of time building the product in itself. That's my biggest lesson.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, we are coming to the end of this episode, but there's another question. What advice would you give to young Africans who want to build tech solutions for real world problems?
Yes. So I do see a lot of, products out there. People build products without like they build product just to make money. You understand? So I don't have a problem with the product that people build. Do you have interest in the product that you are building itself?
As a
Right?
person,
Do you have as yes, as a person, is this something that interests you, or is this something that you want to use to win hackathon? Farmi AI could have died because I didn't win my hackathon, right? I didn't win the hackathon. It should be dead. Like I did it for hackathon. So young tech stars build nowadays die when the hackathon ends. It doesn't continue, right? Due to they don't have interest in what they're building. Assuming they have interest in what they're building, they will be willing to research deeper and understand their market, right? Some people just build some random something because they saw a trend, especially in the fintech world. I'm seeing a lot of new fintech app coming out. We don't need fintech. We don't need financial inclusion anymore. What we need is economic inclusion, right? Farmi AI is offering that economic inclusion to the farmers. There are so many bank you can open a bank account with a swipe of your finger. We don't need a new app to open our bank account. There's OP already, there's PalmPay, there's MoneyPoint, there's all these small all these big time apps that helps makes things easier. We need economic inclusion. So anybody, any young tech out there trying to build something that includes the poor people in the economic of the nation, of the world in itself.
Mhm.
So financial inclusion, everybody already has access to finance. Do we have access to making that money, earning that money, and all of that? So, um, that's my advice.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for all the questions you have attended and all you've gotten to give us concerning Farmi AI. We're very grateful to that. It's actually
Thank you.
been huge. We have actually invested a whole lot on this to ensure that you solve this problem and also fill this gap and vacuum. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Before we go, because we're ending up, before we go, your users of Farmi AI, do they do subscription? Do they have a pro version? Or is it ultimately free for everybody? Basically, in summary, how do you make money, sir?
Okay. So it's not free. How we go want take make money if it is free now? But so it's based on two levels. We have the freemium version where um if the farmer is not able to pay, they can watch ads or they will see ads on products that other farmers are selling. Let's say some farmers are selling seeds
Mhm.
or selling any kind of tool. They get to see these adverts on the application, right? To help us sustain, you understand? Because we are trying to make money either ways. Then they have the subscription version. So here in my country, I made it very cheap for us. You understand? So it's 5,000 naira per month or 24,000 naira per year. The 24,000 naira per year is so much cheaper. Yeah, I understand. So because I understand that a lot of farmers here can't be able to afford to pay anything above that. So then for the global, uh, depending on the country, the baseline is $45 to $79 per year. Then uh, uh, $5 to $9 per month. So that's the payment model. I'll call it the business model, not the payment model. This is how we make money. But so far we have 10 subscribers. The rest we have over 300 users.
Currently.
Yes, 10 people who are paying, two of them or three of them, I guess, which are from Nigeria. The rest international audience, Venezuela, US, Russia, and mostly Indians. I didn't believe that Russians would download my app anyway.
It's beautiful.
Because mostly it is a snowy area. It snows all the time. So I don't know how they plant. You understand? So but anyway, I'm trying to see what they do with my app and get us some information on how they use it so that I can be able to, modify and, make it much suitable for them.
So good. It's so good, sir. It's so good. So
Thank you.
another question is, where can one find this app?
Okay, currently, due to our budget level, it's on Play Store only. On Apple Store, yeah, only Play Store. Apple Store is expensive at the moment. It requires that I have a MacBook, right? A certain level of MacBook, and then I need to be paying some yearly amount to be present in the Apple Store, which is quite expensive at this stage. We have not covered, a lot to be able to start, but we're looking at early April or late June to be able to deploy to Apple Store. We will still be there eventually, but also to our own advantage, most farmers use Android device.
They do what?
You understand? Most farmers use Android device.
Okay.
Yeah, our target market, they can't afford Apple. They can only afford Android.
Okay, is that good? Is that good? I like.
Yeah.
So what you mean? So what is the name of the application on what's the name again? On Play Store.
Okay, it's still the same Farmi AI.
Just
If you type Farmi AI,
Farmai, right?
exactly.
Just
Yes.
type Farmi AI on Play Store and it will pop up.
Yes, you'll see it. It will be the first app you will see. We have a green icon with a milkish light bulb in the middle. The light bulb is kind of like a plant shaped to look like a light bulb.
So okay, it's good.
If you search us on Google also, you will see both our website and our app. Our app will be the first thing you see on Google if you search it on Google. So you can easily take you to
What I mean.
our website.
So what's the name of the website, sir?
It's still Farmi AI, farmi-ai.com.
Farmi-ai.com.
Yes.
So what it means is even if I go to Google and type Farming AI, it will prompt me the correct
Yes.
website address.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, go, sir.
You're
Before,
welcome.
what's one
Thank
key message you want farmers and innovators to take away from this conversation?
Okay. I want farmers to know that it is time for them to take um, decisions back into their hand. It is time for them to get out of trenches. That is the way I put it. It is time for them to stop allowing people to shit on them and then go scot-free. Let them take it into their hands. This thing offers them the power to make a lot of money. You understand? Because we're about helping them make a lot of money. Because if farmers are sustainable, right, they can be able to produce large quantity of food for us. Most farmers are not happy selling. That is why they mostly plant what they will eat. You understand? The ones they will sell, they will have to, they will not be happy after sales. You understand? So this is their time to take power into their hands and make money. This is the economic inclusion time. Then for innovators, um, on a global scale, there is a lot of opportunity in agriculture. Agriculture is the basic source of life. I'll put it that way. We can't survive without agriculture. Everybody will be dead.
Very, very true.
After water, after water, we are dead if we don't eat food. We need good food. We need to survive on good food. So let's build around agriculture. Let's build around something that, really adds value to our health. I prioritize health. We all also should prioritize our health. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kenechukwu. Thank you for coming
Thank you for having me.
on this episode. We'll have you once again. We'll have you soon. We'll have you discuss about family AI and other areas. Do you understand me? We really appreciate
Yes.
you in the problems you are solving. I met you at ALX. I will be friends. And
Yes.
family AI is something I've come to know that it will go very far. You understand? to go very far.
Yes.
The most positive part about Farmi AI is the problem by which it's solving. Do you understand me? It's a problem by which it's solving,
Yes.
and I'm very happy the way you are going about it. And by the grace of God, I believe you go further than this. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
great.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
Have a
having
great
me.
time, sir.
You too.